What's up, Knicks fans? What's up, Knicks fans? It's your boy, Mizzle.
And I'm Royale.
That's right, we are back, and guess what? The Knicks won again. We're doing a show where the Knicks won again, Roy. Roy, you're in a better mood than the last time when we won. You was texting in the chat.
Yeah.
What did you say?
I was saying it looks like RJ's feeling alpha doggish again, man.
Yes.
I got last season vibes from this game.
Yes. Last season vibes, which mean all was well. The guys came back, right? The guys came back. Julius, Mitch. That was pretty quick, right?
Yeah.
That was pretty quick. I wasn't even expecting that. You know how we be doing the prize picks. I acted like they wasn't gonna be there and put some bonus on a lot of stuff, and he ain't clear. Bad for me, but good for the Knicks.
Yeah, they came right back. I mean, you heard earlier they were available, but usually guys, they still, they become available, but they usually take about a day or two,
Right.
or they probably miss the first game just to, get back on the conditioning side. But nah, these guys rushed back and went and got right to work.
Right.
As professionals. That's why I gotta tip your hat to these guys.
That's a fact. That is a fact, Roy. Guys, before we get into anything, I gotta tell you guys, don't forget to subscribe, right? Roy, what they gotta do, man?
Get the likes up.
They gotta get the likes up. Gotta hit that blue like so we could get this to more Knicks fans like yourself. All right, that's out the way. We want to talk Knicks. Knicks made a quiet move that Roy told us about. They waived Selden, acquired Denzel Valentine from the Cavs. He used to be on the Bulls.
Yep.
Didn't do anything on the Bulls. Went to the Cavs. Apparently, the Cavs couldn't use him, and now he's on the Knicks. What do you think about that, Roy?
I think that's just basically getting some money off the books for the Lakers. We got $1.1 million in cash considerations. We also, I believe, the 10-day contract for Ryan Arcidiacono.
Okay, there you go.
Ryan Arcidiacono. We picked up that contract.
Okay.
And yeah, that's about it. I'm not sure if we're going to be seeing any of these guys. They're probably going to be freed up just for roster spots, but that was more so a money move.
Yep, well, that's that. The Knicks made a move, all right? Not the move that we all, probably would be thinking about.
Maybe a precursor for something else to come up,
Possibly.
Did the Lakers a good favor. Might have one coming back.
The Lakers a favor. Maybe you didn't give us Melo. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know about that.
It's great to dream.
I do not know about that. Roy, let's get into this trivia before we get into these last three games.
Sure.
Let's get into the trivia real quick, all right? Knicks played the Pacers. We'll do the trivia for Boston, which is coming up, but I did a Pacers trivia, all right? Knicks played the Pacers last night. We won. Knicks lead the Pacers all-time series 113-111. When I initially did this, it was 112-111, and I obviously corrected it because we won last night. How many times, Roy, if you know, I didn't put the answer, Roy and you people out there, how many times have the Knicks and the Pacers met in playoffs?
I can't wait to get this one. I'm going to say...
What you gonna say? Give me something.
4.
4. Roy says 4. Roy is wrong, but that's a pretty good guess. All right.
I will be wrong a lot.
All right. Let's get into this Knicks stuff. All right. So let's talk about the first game that we have to cover, which is the Thunder game. We had no Julius. That was the first game he went into protocols. Mitch was still with us. No Noel, no Sims, no Kemba. We're gonna talk about Kemba at the end. Fournier starts. Obi gets his first start, but he doesn't do too much with that first start. I think he had 5 points that game or something like that. But it was all about RJ that game.
Yeah.
RJ was stellar from beginning to end in that game. He was aggressive. He saw his Canadian brethren, Shea Gilchrist Alexander, Shea. I like to call him Shea. SGA is what they call him now.
SGA.
You know what I mean? So his Canadian brethren, Shea played well. RJ played well. it was a tough game. You know, for the first half, they kind of battled it out for a little bit with the Thunder. And in the second half, not so much. I believe they scored 16 and 15 respectively in the third and the fourth quarter.
Yep.
That's not going to get it done. That's not going to get it done. If you score 15 or 16 in one of the quarters, you're already in danger of losing a game.
Yeah.
They scored 16 and 15. It was horrible. It was horrible. RJ scores 26. The next highest scorer is Quickly with 11. Bad shooting. Obi got 25 minutes, only scored 5. Third straight bad shooting game. We shot horribly that game.
Yeah.
Horribly. RJ was the only person that showed up that game. What are your thoughts on that game?
Yeah, that was the story of the game. Just not enough offense going. I mean, you pretty much inserted the kids into the lineup. It's basically they still have to adjust. You're seeing that they still have to adjust to getting that much minutes, to having that much of a role on them, which isn't something to worry about. They still have to learn. They're still young. As far as RJ, he was what he needed to be. You knew coming in that, you know, this is somebody who has those playmaking chops to him. He can get to the basket easy, so you know probably not going to shoot too well. We haven't been shooting too well, so you need to get that ball to the basket. RJ, he's been improving. His right hand is looking good.
Yes. Yes.
And yeah, I feel like these were a slate of games that he definitely needed, because you got to see a glimpse of what it looks like when RJ is running the offense, and he got to. I guess he pretty much got to feel like the man.
Yeah. That's it. I mean, for real, he did feel like the man. No Julius to play Robin to. You know what I'm saying? And he was doing this thing. I wish he had some help that night, man. I really do, cause you know that was a winnable game. A number that pops out to me is that we only had 12 assists the whole game.
Yeah.
To their 21, no ball movement at all. I know everybody always talking about Julius, but you know. We're not going to take it there yet. We're going to go to closing thoughts for stuff like that, all right? So that was the story of that game. We lost that game. Let's move on, okay? Let's move on, because I don't want to be depressed. This is a good show. We won yesterday. So I want to talk about the good stuff. But before, let's talk about the ugly. The bad was the Thunder, right? The ugly was the Raptors.
Not a surprise there.
That was. You always say it. What do you always say when we play the Raptors? You always let us know.
I hate the Raptors. It's a team that will just always have our number.
Yes. Roy called it the last show. He said that last year we looked good against them, man. But we were so undermanned that was doomsday. Yeah. That was doomsday going in. We were so undermanned. We had no Julius once again. Mitch was now in protocols, right? No Sims. So Taj, we gotta give a quick salute to Taj. Taj, shout out to you, man. 36 years old.
Yeah.
36 years old. That man is being called to do a lot of things, and for the most part, he holds it down for us. All right. So that was a quick salute to you. It doesn't necessarily have anything to do with that game, but that was a quick salute to you, Taj. All right. We go down early. We start shooting threes again. The team struggles from there. Deuce struggles early, and then guess what? Tom Thibodeau gives him the old, nah, Deuce, that's it for you. Because Deuce started, right? Deuce started that game.
Yeah, he did.
That's it for him. Tom Thibodeau did not. He kept him on a short leash. He took Deuce out early. Defensively, we could not stop Van Fleet for nothing.
Yeah.
He did hit 7 threes, but he got to the basket pretty easily as well. You know, there's no Mitch.
That was a frustrating thing. Letting undersized guys get to the basket unchecked.
Man, even with no Mitch, that really shouldn't happen.
Shouldn't happen.
You know, but we had no Mitch. Burke continues to try his magic, but it's not enough. RJ wakes up a little in the third, but it's not enough. It's not enough because RJ started that one rough. Still ended up with 19, but it wasn't enough. None of they played hard. You know what? Even though it was ugly, because we got blown out.
Yeah.
Van Fleet scores like 35, and then they tuck him away in the third. He doesn't even see the light of day in the fourth. Van Fleet, he took care of business 3 quarters. Van Fleet, he's having a hell of a season. Should be an all-star, right? But he's not a Knicks player, so that's all I'll say, you know? And then, we play hard. They try to come back. Tibbs put Deuce back in the game. He's like, all right, let me see. But he couldn't do much to redeem himself, Deuce. I'm only mentioning that because, we've been talking about, we're like, yo, he's ready. Take the leashes off. He's not ready like Roy said earlier.
I don't think it's been that. I think people just want to see them more.
Yeah,
You put these kids out there to start, and you just throw them right into the fire. Of course, they're going to look bad in their few games getting that much minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of people. I think there's a side of the fans that are getting some unfair flack for that because it hasn't been necessary. Of course, you have some people saying, "Yeah, start this guy, start." But I would say, for the most part, from what I've been seeing, people are just saying, "Yo, we just want to see these kids more. We just want to see them getting more run. We want to see them in the game when the starters are looking like crap." Nobody's saying, "Yo, bench Julius. Obi should be getting 35 minutes in here." No, we just want to see him more.
Believe it or not, Roy, some
more.
people are. Some people like
Julius. There is.
Trey Julius, Obi's ready. Some people are. Shout out to Knicks Fan TV. I had to watch Ashley pretty much get ganged up on by people that's calling in because she tried to give Julius some love, and they're not trying to hear. They're like, Trey Julius, Obi's ready. This is the consensus. Obi's ready. So that one, the Deuce, I'll give you. But they like Obi's ready. Obi, we're gonna get to the end.
I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm not sure. A lot of people have been saying that Obi's ready to just take the reins. I think it's been more so.
If you trade Julius,
I think more so.
Happen?
I think it's more so. Well, of course, if you trade Julius, you would hope you're getting somebody back that you can
a power forward.
That if not a power forward, you're getting somebody that can put Obi in good positions on the floor so that he could perform better.
Okay.
Yeah. You're going to be slacking at that position anyway. But I would say for the most part, I think it's people saying just hold Julius accountable.
Yes.
We want to see more effort at it.
Okay, yeah, that's true. That is true. I gotta agree with that. Obi had a decent game that game. He had 19, I believe. He plays well against the Raptors.
Yeah.
Plays well against the Raptors. Looks like we lose that game again, we get blown out. And, we just talked about Julius a little bit. We're going to talk about him in the end. So, once again, no Julius, no win. All right? So keep that in mind, people. Let's get to the Indiana game. The game last night. Roy already alluded to it. The guys look good.
Yeah.
They look good, man. They just look good. Indiana was undermanned. Everybody came back for the most part. Did Sims come back? I didn't see no Sims.
He was available, but he didn't play.
Okay, there was available. Noel was available too, right?
I don't know the stats.
Okay. Noel, man, get better, man, because you've been out for a minute. Julius and these guys go in and out. They came back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. Noel's been gone for a minute. Feel better, Noel. All right. RJ looks aggressive right from the very start. He was truly the catalyst. I think, for that win. He was the catalyst. From beginning to end, he looked good. Scored 20 plus, I believe 24 in the first half or something like that. Best half of basketball RJ Barrett ever played as a professional basketball
career
player.
game. And he's now the youngest Knick to have 4 30-point games.
RJ, man.
Yeah.
I like to see that from RJ, Roy, because he's been having a rough start to the season, right? He's been having a rough start. So the Knicks go back and forth with the paces behind RJ and some Julius in the first half. Julius shows his head. He's doing his thing. Barrett, he can't hit threes, but Barrett's just doing his thing. But we tied at 55 at the half. That's when I'm like, man, they did all that and we're still tied. They played a heck of a half.
Yeah.
But we're still tied. What's going on? And then Julius comes out on fire in the third. Julius comes back on fire in the third. He looks like all-star Julius. RJ continues to finish up a stellar night by, what did he score, 32 or something like that? We're going to get
32.
Now we're gonna get to the box score. Let's get to the box score and talk about some of the stuff in that box score. Because those two guys, RJ and Julius, they went 30 for 30. Y'all like that? Yeah, that's right. He said you got 30. Oh, you said yeah, I got 32. So they went 30 for 30. I believe that's the first time they did that, right?
Yeah,
the both of them, the first time they did that together as teammates. We could use more of that. We could use more of that. Once again, 48, nothing. That's all I'm gonna say. But we're gonna get to the end, to the closing thoughts. What'd you feel about that game? I talk way too much. What'd you feel about that game?
I mean, well, let's be real. It was another fake win. It was another.
Yeah, they didn't have
Karras.
They did not have Brogdon. But
I'll say this:
was people sad when we didn't have our people?
No.
All
but
right.
I will say this: I say that to say it was good to see the effort. Because remember the wins that when we were that last week, those wins that we pretty much put together, they still didn't look good. We were over here after wins talking like we just lost the game.
That is true.
It was like that all over Knicks podcast media.
Yes. No, that was a fact.
Everybody was pissed after these wins. This was for the first time probably in a while. We got a win and it actually looked like, okay, the guys actually played pretty hard. It didn't look like just terrible. We just won a ugly, terrible basketball game and we came out the winner. It was good to just see effort, you know?
Absolutely. That is exactly what we saw last night. Effort. They came with it.
Moving on defense, man. Covering assignments.
Yep. Absolutely. Picking up your helping the helper. Everything. Julius was diving on the floor. You saw that one play where he dove on the floor? Julius, and ref, y'all should have gave him that last humble three on the humble. His son was so happy. Kyle and Randle, he was so happy, and then when they took it away, he was so dejected. Why did y'all do that?
Yeah, that almost felt like that Amari 3 against the Celtics.
Oh, he took it back. Yeah. I remember that. It was still in his hand, though. Yeah. It was still in his hand. Man, so
let's gave it to us anyway.
I know. Let's get to these closing thoughts. So we can get up out of here, man. We got to see the young boys play. Didn't translate as well as some people thought, but you did cover that by saying, they're not ready to be playing OD minutes.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
This is just the growing pains of them learning the game, man. Of course that's gonna happen. Of course they're gonna look bad. You gotta be patient with people. You can't just see, okay, let's put them in. Let's give Obi 40 minutes here and see what happens. Tibbs throwing shots at the fans about backup quarterbacks and all of this mess. He's getting his first start. And it's growing pains, man. That's gonna happen. Of course they're gonna look bad, but you gotta give them some run. You gotta let them adjust. Just put them in when they should be put them in. Put them in when the starters are looking bad.
Absolutely.
When we need some energy.
Absolutely. And leave them in a little more. Because as soon as Julius came back yesterday, Obi got like 10 minutes. Something like that.
Played about 5 or 10 minutes.
Yeah, come on, man. Let him play a little more. We're going to talk about Obi finishing up, too. All right, Julius proved that his talent is needed. He draws defenses. He rebounds. One of the things I really, really got to tell people, Sabonis will terrorize you if you don't have a big guy like Julius. You know what I'm saying? Julius terrorized Sabonis, outplayed his all-star counterpart, okay? When he sees Sabonis, it's lunch, all right? So Julius, let's slow down. Remember what we said in the last, I'm not going to spend too much time because we said it the last time. Let's slow down. He's an all-star. He has all-star talent, still 20, 10, and 5. When we get the Julius that we got last night, we have a higher percentage of winning, but that's the Julius that we're you don't have to score 30, but somewhere between 20 something and the rebounding. Man, Julius is a heck of a rebounder. Yeah. So guys, you got a all-star. I don't know what you think Julius is. He's not a superstar talent. He is not a, number one, he's not up there with Kevin Durant and LeBron James and Giannis, but he's an all-star talent.
I mean, look, he's absolutely necessary, and I'm not even here to apologize for him or anything. It goes back to what I've been saying. He's a plan B player at best. He's necessary for this team.
Absolutely.
He just has to be used in the right way.
Yep.
Like last game, during that Pacers game, there wasn't an overabundance of isolations from the perimeter and the pinch. There was, he was distributing well when the double came. He found RJ. RJ got hot. Especially in that first half, RJ got hot. He made sure to get it to him, even though they did kind of freeze out RJ during certain moments. He probably should have had like 40 or something.
Right.
But,
I thought he was going to get 40.
It wasn't an overabundance of, the stuff that we've been really tired of. You just have to make sure that he's used the right way. And of course, if he's going to be the man of the team, then there's going to have stretches where we're not getting what the team needs from him.
Okay.
Of course, but he's definitely necessary. It's just the team just has to keep building. The job isn't done yet.
Absolutely. And RJ, he stepped up big in Julius's absence, man. He's definitely shown that he can be aggressive. He was aggressive in all three of these games, man. It wasn't like he was waiting for nothing or waiting for Julius to do his thing and then he could do his thing. Or if Julius don't have it, okay, let's see if he has it. Right from the start, every one of those games, even if he didn't shoot it too well in the Toronto, he was aggressive. That's his hometown, so, he probably was a little nervous, but he was aggressive from the start. RJ looked good.
That's what you call he knew the assignment.
Yeah,
he knew the assignment.
Yep. He had he's been having a rough time shooting, but let's check out RJ's last 10. If you have that, if you could check that for me, I believe you got RJ's last 10. He looks good. Only thing I could say, I kind of remembered it, so you could just kind of like use it as a guideline. I believe the only thing that's messed up about RJ is his 3-point shooting in the last 10 games. 23% or something like that. His shooting has not got there yet. However, give RJ some time, all right? That shooting's gonna get better, and now he's taking it more to the rack. So, maybe that field goal is gonna go higher, but that last 10 with him shooting 23% or something like that, it's weird. I can't do it with that.
Yeah, about 23%, 63 from the free throw line.
63.
Gotta get
18 points, right?
Yeah, 18 points.
Yeah, for the last 10, he's coming along. So RJ's coming along. What else we got? Grimes, good defender. I want to see him more than Fournier. That's all I got to say. I got to see that guy more than Fournier. Please. He's a good defender. He's had a rough stretch where, the shots wasn't falling. But you got to let him play it out. Because he gives you something that Fournier doesn't, which is defense. Fournier, yeah, he could shoot, but we got to get into his last 10 real quick before we get up out of here.
He almost has to be situational, even as a starter.
Fournier, right?
Which is weird, yeah.
Who you talking about, Fournier?
Fournier.
Yeah. Seriously. And we're paying him $19 million. We're paying the guy $19 million a year. Paying him $19 million. That's probably like why we like, let's get some money because we wasted money on this. We got to get some more money. We don't need Fournier. He's useless. He cannot guard. And if you look at his shots, I think in Fournier's last 10, he's shooting like 33% or 34% from three. That's under the average. And he's our shooter. All right? We talked about Obi, so I'm not gonna spend no crazy amount of time. Obi, obviously, we still want Obi to get 20 to 25 minutes. Is that too much to ask? But Obi's not ready to be our starter yet, or he's still developing. I believe next year, yeah, maybe next year he's developing quickly too. I like those post ups he has.
Yeah,
what he caught too much threes though.
No, it goes back to what I was saying. You have to use him the right way. Mm-hmm. He can't just be tucked away in the corner like we can't use Obi Toppin on offense like he's PJ Tucker.
Right.
Like it's not It's not going to work.
It isn't.
You got to get him in that pinch area, that mid-range kind of high post type area.
He's really effective there.
Or somewhere in the low block. Use him in the pick and rolls. Listen, earlier this week. I was watching the Celtics play the Suns. Mm-hmm. I watched Robert Williams get one of the easiest 10 assists that I've ever seen. Just putting this guy at the top of the key, letting him make a quick move, draw the defense, hit the cutter.
Use him like Noah, right? like Joakim Noah, right?
Almost like that. And Obi's a pretty good passer.
He's a pretty good passer.
You just got to put him in positions where he just has to make a quick move, draw the double team, or put your back to the basket, spin off of him, hook shot, or pass it out. Or come off some pick and rolls, cut to the basket here and there. But he can't just be plotted in the corner waiting for the ball, waiting to shoot, with the occasional cut every now and then.
He can't. That's unacceptable. You know what I mean? I agree with that 100%. Those are our closing thoughts, guys. We don't have any more. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter, follow us on IG, and add us on Facebook. We have a lot of content there. Subscribe. We got the podcast. Subscribe to the podcast as well. And hit that like button. All right? Yeah, there you go. That thumbs up. Roy, you got anything before we get? Oh, yeah. Kemba avoids knee surgery, guys. That was the news today on Twitter. Since I got it, I might as well tell you we had that scare that he possibly could have knee surgery.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He avoids it. All right? I don't know when we see Kemba again, but he avoids that. We play the Celtics. Let me not forget the trivia. The trivia answer is, how many times have we played those Pacers? It's 7. 6 times between 1993 and 2000. Played them 6 times, Reggie Miller days. And played them 1 time, the last time the Knicks.
For the Melo era.
With the Melo era. That's the last time before the Atlanta loss. The last time the Knicks were in the playoffs before Atlanta, we lost to the Pacers. All right? And I believe they have the playoff advantage. But we have the all-time advantage. Okay? Guys, that's it. I do not have any more. Thanks for rocking with us. It's your boy Mizzle.
And I'm Royale.
And we out of here. Big win. Big win.